Surtur is rising. That's what Amon Amarth told us all on one of their classic albums. But today on the channel, we're unboxing Marvel Legends Surtur. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Marvel Legends unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got a big figure. You know how I feel about big figures. We've got Surtur, and Surtur's rising. That's what Amon Amarth said on that classic album. So make sure you listen to that after you watch the review. That's my recommendation. That's the pro tip for today. But remember, for all your Marvel Legends needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So we got a big figure here. This is just starting to hit Target stores right now. I'm sure other retailers, Big Bad Toy Store, all the other usual suspects out there, the Amazons of the world. I recommend Big Bad Toy Store personally. Link in the description below. This is from the Thor Ragnarok movie. It's interesting, Marvel Legends this year, kind of the back half of the year, going back to some of the Marvel movie properties and remaking and releasing figures like this they did not release originally. So that's a pretty cool thing, especially for the MCU fans. I personally prefer the comic figures first, then movie figures, but you guys know I buy both of them. And stuff like this catches my eye. This is what I want. You guys know I love big figures. A big figure in the line. Obviously the biggest figure in the line until we get maybe Galactus and some of the other ones. But as far as standalone releases like that, I think this is the biggest Marvel Legend we've had at least in quite some time. But we're going to do this review like we do all the reviews. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, and we're going to talk about it, and we'll see where it goes from there. So old Surtur, there he is, Surtur, right there. You got Thor Ragnarok up top in the corner there, Marvel Legends logo, part of the Infinity Saga. And we're seeing that with all these packaging on these, kind of a nice, classy black packaging, really distinguished packaging, very, very sharp packaging. On the side here, you got some of the Marvel Universe right there. Very cool. On the top, you got Thor Ragnarok, all that fun stuff. Warnings on the bottom. And the other side, you got a little bit more action here. So there you go, very interesting packaging. And then the back. Got to read the back. We'll read that blurb, of course. And you got a little art poster right there. Not promoting anything else. That's always interesting. But Surtur is rising. Surtur is here. Let's see what it says about him. Empowered by the eternal flame. Ah, the eternal flame. The demon Surtur rises from the ashes to unleash his fury upon Asgard. So going in your Thor Ragnarok collection out there, we've got all these figures that are on the back here. Really being able to build out the Thor Ragnarok shelf. I like that idea a lot. Only problem is a tall figure. I don't think he's going to fit on any of my shelves. So I got a few questions of how I'm going to actually display this one. That's the problem with some of these big figures. I love a big figure, but they're tougher to display. We all know that. Well, that's a cool background. So that's very cool. A lot of the different logos we see on the Marvel Legends, the top of the boxes especially, just tons and tons of different ones. I think that is a really cool, nice touch. This is the first figure I've unboxed of this new MCU packaging. We got some more to do on the channel eventually. Maybe they all have that in the back. I don't know, but we'll find out. But first time seeing that, pretty cool if you ask me. See you later. Holy cow. I like this guy. You know when I get a big smile like that, you know I see something I like, and I like this a lot. Big figure, checks a box. Demon, checks a box. Reminds me of Amon Amarth, checks a box. But I love the translucent, orange, burnt, fried. I mean, it looks like he was just almost cremated, is what it looks like. He was caught in a fire. Very cool. There he is in the plastic prison. This is a lot bigger out of the package than it feels like in the package, if that makes sense. A big, big figure, a big, beefy figure. We got extra hands. We got the big sword. Pull that out, just plugs in. That is a monster sword. Very cool. We'll get to that. And even extra hands. Now, a big figure like this, I wouldn't even expect they need to give us extra hands. But with big figure comes big price point. Like I said, you're looking at $50 to $60 depending where you purchase this guy from. So I know this guy's not going to be for everybody. But you know me, I am a sucker for a big figure. Can I get him out? There it is. No twist ties, no tie downs. See you later. None of that stuff going on with him. Holy cow, is this a big figure. He's got a little a little stickiness, greasiness to him. I don't know. Oh, he's got double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Yeah, double jointed knees and elbows. So we got really, it's like a 2-up Marvel Legend almost, how it feels. It almost feels like, they always scale him down, or at least that's the process back in the day. I don't know if they really do that anymore, but he is a big figure with very tight joints. Very tight joints on this guy. We'll get him there. Gotta loosen him up a heck of a lot. But yeah, he's got that. Ooh, he's got the ab crunch even on him. So there's a lot of posability with this guy, even being a big figure. Mean, ugly face on him. He is ready to throw down. I love the fire effects. I mean, this really does look like something that was charred. It almost looks like something out of a horror movie a little bit. Or maybe something out of Thor Ragnarok. Maybe. Does he hold this weapon? This is a big knife, big sword. I could see a sword like this weighing the hand down, but I think it's going to support. Yeah, look at that. We've seen it. We saw it most recently with Mossman. You get those big Masterverse, He-Man, of course, Mossman. His extra hand was so heavy it weighed everything down. I thought we might see that with this bigger, heavy sword, but no. He holds it like a total champ. He is ready to go. I tell you what, guys, this is pretty awesome. This is pretty awesome. I wonder if this will go to clearance one day. I don't know what kind of, if they're going to make tons of these. I'm not sure how they ship. Do they ship singly? Do they ship in a case of 6 or something like that? I got to think they didn't make a ton of these because of the higher price point. Obviously, a very niche character. This could be one of those ones that's worth a lot down the road, so I'd be prepared for that. Uh-oh, I got a weird ankle, though. Hopefully. Yeah, it's all right. He stands all right. He does have a foot peg. I wonder if he fits on a stand. Ringside Collectible Stands, talk about them all the time. Use discount code Kyle, save 10%. Oh, he fits on a stand, so if you really need him on a stand for whatever reason, you can put him on a stand. Whoa, did I take him off? You can put him on a stand if you really need to. But, man, I like this one. And like I said, all the typical Marvel Legends articulation. Usually a bigger figure like this, maybe there's a little less articulation. They didn't skimp out at all. You got the head that moves. You got the bicep cut. You got the double-jointed elbow. You got the hands that are removable with the wrist. That moves, of course. Whoa. Whoa, just lost the hand. I took the whole thing off. I guess that's telling me, hey, switch hands. If you're talking about the interchangeable hands, switch them. That's exactly what I did. So we got the open hand. Ooh, I like that. And then you got the thigh swivel, of course, the legs that move up and down, side to side, front and back. Ab crunch, which I was really shocked for the ab crunch. For some reason, I didn't think this would have an ab crunch. You got the ankle rockers. You even got the ankle articulation there. This one's a little bit loose on the right ankle compared to the left. Just a hair loose. And you got the double jointed knees, of course. I like it, though. I love the fire effects on the side. I love the charred look to them. I love the big figureness. Big figureness. Is it a word? It is now. I just love that. Here he is next to Thor Ragnarok. I believe this is from the 2-pack with Valkyrie, possibly. So you can kind of see kind of a size difference there. Obviously, much bigger. He's basically double up of Thor size. And I think that works good for scale-wise. I got to figure out where I'm going to display this. This is going to be the hard part. Any recommendations outside of a Thor Ragnarok display? I'm not sure what else you would do with this guy, but I'll figure something out. I always, mull it over. It takes a while, but I get there eventually. But I like this one a whole lot. I do strongly recommend to get this. Maybe I'm a sucker for big figures. Maybe I'm a sucker for demon characters. Maybe I'm a sucker for Amon Amarth's music. And he was the name of one of their albums. Probably my favorite Amon Amarth album, possibly. So maybe I'm just an all-around sucker for this one. But I do like this figure a whole lot. I think you guys will too. So check out for this. Be looking at your targets. That's where we seems to be hitting as of right now. But, Big Bad Toy Store, Amazon, all the usual suspects, you'll be able to find him at as well. Just got to remember it's a pricey point at $50-some. Might be worth playing the long game, depending how you feel about this figure. So there you go. That's my recommendation. But what say you? You guys tell me your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the old notification bell. All that fun stuff. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter. _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. It doesn't cost anything to follow any of those. So give it the old thumbs up and the old subscription and all that kind of stuff. And away we'll go. So for my boys Surtur and Thor, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.